Are we live on social media? Ada social media? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya nak jodoh Coach Zuri. Cinta diri, cinta mari. Okay, alright. So, malam ni format lain sikit sebab I nak show something very exciting, something I've been sketching for almost a year. Kan? Tengah sketch. I'm a visual person and a lot of you out there are visual people, and kita nak bagi senang faham, nak buat framework cari jodoh yang terbaik, yang terberkat. So this is still work in progress. Kalau tak faham, tolong tanya. I appreciate you asking. Okay, alright. Thank you for joining. Okay, so apakah cinta tiga segi? When I posted this promo poster tadi, ada je aunty tanya, Zuri, datang apa ni? Hang buat apa? Cari pasal ke? Tak aunty. Tak. Let me explain. I'll explain. Okay. Saya terangkan apa yang saya buat. What is cinta tiga segi yang best? Kan? Tolong jangan fikir kotor. Okay. Grow up, please. Okay. Alright, please grow up. Jangan fikir kotor. Ini cinta tiga segi yang terbaik punya, yang berkat. Bukan cinta tiga segi yang you guys have been watching on drama. No, it's not that. Okay. Alright, so cinta tiga segi yang terbaik. Usually I do this macam laki yang beriman cinta Allah dan wanita beriman cinta Allah. So tonight I've put it in visual. Finally I've put it together because I've been sketching this for almost a year. And then suddenly last sekali I showed it to my wife, and then it's like, oh, simple je benda ni, just like this. Oh, okay. So that's the value of being married and teamwork. Okay, so always check with your wife. She might know things, see things differently. Alright, cool. So, alright. So apakah apakah cinta tiga segi? Thank you for joining. Alright. Okay, thank you for joining. Apakah cinta tiga segi? If you're on Telegram, perhaps it's better for you to join on the social media. Pasal apa? Because this one is very visual. I nak tunjukkan framework. Framework di mana memudahkan you faham the flow of cari jodoh. Dan apakah halangan cari jodoh. Okay, and this is also a preview bagi peserta webinar Suami Kiriman Ilahi yang Sabtu ni. So it's a preview untuk siapa-siapa yang nak join, so you get used to the idea and where this is going. Okay, alright. So I am quite excited to show this. Agak shocked, excited to show this, and then finally, after so many months of sketching and verbalizing, thinking, researching, trying to make it as simple as possible. Okay, and here it goes. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ta-da! Okay, this is the framework. This is the true love triangle. This is the cinta tiga segi yang terbaik. The true love triangle. Okay, so I'll break it down one by one. Okay, tak faham tanya, nak kecam, silakan. Up to you. Alright, so what is this framework? True Love Triangle framework by Zuri Yui, first time published for the public today, 22nd July 2021. I've been sketching this since October last year. And so alright, so yang of course this yang mana ni? Okay, this is women's side, this is guys side. Alright, this is guys, the bluish. Ladies, fuchsia. I like fuchsia. It's one of my new favorite color. Okay, fine. Alright, so it's just a description. Okay. Okay, so what is this thing is trying to describe is, first and foremost, everything starts with you. So we just explain mainly from the woman's side dulu, okay? Alright, so everything starts with you, starts with why you nak kahwin. Okay, so peserta webinar ni, just pay attention. I will be quizzing you in the webinar nanti. We start implementing. Now it's basically theory. In the webinar we implement. Okay, alright, cool. So cool. Bismillah. Why you nak kahwin? you nak, macam the other night I explain nak kahwin, kalau nak kahwin sebab seronok je or just saja boring, tak salah, tapi tak ada pahala kot kan. Tapi kalau niat you nak kahwin kerana Allah, niat nak kahwin kerana Allah, okay, nak kahwin kerana Allah, mendapatkan keredaan Allah, nak pergi ke jannahnya, if that is your why, then that is a very strong goal that you have. Di mana kalau macam you nak kahwin sebab parents bising, kawan-kawan bising, orang perli, that's not a good reason to get married. Good reason to get married is kerana Allah. Nawaitu lillahi ta'ala, buat apa-apa pun nawaitu lillahi ta'ala. So nak kahwin pun more important for you to nak kahwin kerana nawaitu lillahi ta'ala. Nak kahwin kerana Allah Ta'ala. Okay? Alright? Setuju? Alright, cool. Alright, so nanti dalam webinar tu I'll explain more. Okay, so how you nak kahwin? How you nak kahwin? Cara yang baik dan berkat dan cara yang disyariatkan. Okay, so cara yang bukan cara Hollywood dating or apa style dating bertahun-tahun lepas tu break. It's mostly this part. This is what you shouldn't be doing. This is what you should be doing. Okay, so how you nak kahwin? It's something yang I do share every night ni is basically showing you how to get married lah, kan? So di mana the right way, cara yang disyariatkan untuk kahwin, cari jodoh, cara yang berkat, okay? Okay, so what to do to kahwin? What you need to do to kahwin? What are the steps? This is the easy part. Honestly, this is the easy part. Okay, why? Figuring out why you nak kahwin, how to kahwin, and basically what you need to do to kahwin. This is basically the easy part. Kenali diri you. You just know why you want it, how you want it, and what you need to do. This is kenali diri. This is you first. Okay, this is basically, this is you. This is what's going on inside you, your goals, motivation, your methodology, your technique, strategy, semua basically kat sini. The difficult part, the cara, okay, yang senang, yang cara disyariat ni sebenarnya senang. Yang disyariat sebenarnya senang, okay? Yang menyusahkan adalah basically what's orang, which is us, laki pun sama lah, laki pun sama. Yang menyusah, agama menyenangkan, tapi yang menyusahkan adalah kita sendiri. Keyakinan, takut, tak trust lelaki because of trauma. You have your fear, concern, apa lagi? A lot of these different things di mana yang block you. So I call it roadblock. Okay, this is the roadblock. This is the roadblock. Roadblock, you yang menghalang you kahwin. Most of it, some of it is internal and some of it is external. Yeah, and external tu maybe financial concern, health, but internal mostly is your own emotions and concerns and fear. Okay, so that is mostly what's going on inside. So yang this part is senang. This part ni yang mainly roadblock ni yang paling banyak nak kena work on. Okay, so like I usually, strategy semua senang. It's all strategy. But when it comes headset is easy, but heart set, the emotion yang menghalang ni, that is something that requires a lot of work, especially when it comes to cari jodoh, kan? I mean, a lot of things in life lah, basically most things in life, because of fear of change, fear of apa lagi? If you have any fear, type it down. Concerns, tak percaya lelaki. That is one of the most common one. But for men, usually the fear of tak mampu, tak ada duit, takut nagging. Research, this is based on research. Okay, men takut nagging, in-laws and money. Top 3. Okay, women, it's a very long list. One is tak percaya lelaki, takut kena tipu lagi, tak tahu, uncertainty. So it's a very long list. Okay, so if you have those concerns, type it down. Maybe you can discuss it after this. So this is a lot of work. So nanti dalam webinar tu, we will do exercises and activity di mana we will help you overcome. I call the strategy FUN, fun. Yeah, fun stands for fear, understand, and navigate. So know what is it that you are fearful of. Hear what is it you're fearful of. Understand why you're fearful of it, and then navigate. Navigate. Dalam navigate tu ada different strategies on how to overcome your fear. So you can remove the roadblock. So you yang niat baik, buat cara baik, kan? You ta'aruf cara yang baik. Okay, so you don't do this anymore. You don't get stuck in dating break bertahun-tahun sampai ke tua. Okay, alright. So I had to say it because most women are concerned they're dating sampai ke tua, and that's the primary concern. They tell me, bukan I yang saja-saja sarankan, cakap. Okay, so this is what you want to avoid. You want to do this. Don't do this. Do this. Ta'aruf. Okay. Don't date. Ta'aruf. This is Islamic. This is not Islamic. Okay. So, kalau you nak senang ingat strategy, I call it KKM. It's not Kementerian Kesihatan. It's not Kementerian Kesihatan. Hari tu dah kena bambu dengan PM's department. Me, for some reason. Okay, long story. It's a different story. So KKM stands for kenal diri, kenal lelaki, dan menang ta'aruf. KKM. Alright. So I hope I don't have to do any police report after this. I'm not upset. I'm just exhausted by it. But police report, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anywho, back to this topic. Alright. So you wanita yang baik boleh jumpa lelaki yang baik, kan? And then you wanita yang baik, you nak kahwin kerana Allah. Okay? You nak kahwin kerana Allah. This is niat you. Why you nak kahwin? Kerana Allah. Laki yang nak kahwin kerana Allah ni, kan? So this, and sebab you cinta Allah, dia cinta Allah. So inilah triangle dia. This is the triangle. Thank you for letting me explain. Okay. Cinta Tuhan. Okay. Cinta Tuhan kerana Allah. Nawaitu lillahi ta'ala. So this is the triangle. So woman, man, Allah, because your foundation of marriage, of getting married, is kerana Allah. That's why it's strong. Okay. And then cara pun buat cara yang disyariatkan melalui ta'aruf. So this arrow is you, this arrow is him, and the arrow is him, and this is strategi ta'aruf pun sangat penting. Okay, this is very important. Okay, I'll help you discover why you need to get married, how you need to get married, what you need to do to get married, how to remove the roadblock so you can move to this side, so you can berta'aruf. Asalkan niat kahwin you kerana Allah, and this guy pun nak kahwin you kerana Allah. Okay, so that is strong foundation for marriage. It's not just oh, you know, it's about dia handsome, kaya, berjaya. Tapi kalau dia tak ada akhlak, tak ada agama, tak ada iman, and so it's not a strong marriage. Okay, setuju? Okay, so saya teruskan. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining on Instagram, Telegram. All right. So this is a brief preview. Okay. This is how this is how I have encapsulated the matchmaking process. I've been a matchmaker since 2015, and trying to understand. There are a lot of things were really dispersed. So I put it in a framework, macam ni, this framework, so that, okay, now we have a map. This is a jodoh map jodoh. Yeah, map nak cari jodoh. So, but I call this a true love triangle because this is a foundation of marriage and foundation of berjumpa seseorang bertujuan untuk nak kahwin. This is sebelum you jumpa orang pun, you need to know what you nak kahwin, how you nak kahwin, what you need to do, and to remove the roadblock that's blocking you. These are things that are your fear, concern, tak keyakinan, all this is here. Nanti dalam webinar tu, of course I will expand a whole exercise on how to remove your fear and concern, and insyaAllah you will feel more confident about yourself because you're more confident dengan what Allah wants you to do. Okay, because now in the webinar you will have the ilmu that Allah wants you to have. With ilmu, when you know where you're going, how you're going, where you are, and your destination. Let's say for example a map lah. This is a map kan. So map, katakan in the map ni you buka Waze, you tak tahu you kat mana. You tak tahu you nak pergi mana, you don't have a destination, you just know you want to go somewhere. Okay? But you don't know how to get there, why you want to go there, and what you need to do to get there. So, and along the way banyak roadblock kan. So you kena rentas daerah ni in your mind, in your heart, rentas daerah to get to here. Okay, so you are here, this is the roadblock, you need the ilmu, maybe the letter to cross rentas daerah so you can get here. Because now usually most people yang ladies, men sama kan, tak dapat nak ta'aruf dengan berjaya, sebab tak ada ilmu macam mana nak overcome yourself, your own fears and doubt. Tak ada ilmu macam mana nak berta'aruf, and then that lowers your chances of berkahwin and menang ta'aruf. Because what you're doing, you're in between here tau. You're not really here, but you're mostly here because you tak ada ultimatum, you tak tegas dengan diri you sendiri, you tak communicate your expectation, and then dilly-dally, and then konon-kononnya ta'aruf setahun lebih. No, it's taking too long. A year is too long. Why? Because you're not getting any younger. You know, guys and girls, ladies. Okay? So, if you're new, you tak kenal I, usually I tell my story whereby my own personal experience. When I was young, I was really dumb. Okay, I did all this dating stuff, date break. Along the way, you know, some women I dated were not really. Anywho. So it was traumatic for me. But fortunately, I have a friend, sahabat baikku, sahabat sehidup semati. He was telling me about ta'aruf, kan? And so I was like, why did anyone tell me this sooner? All my reference untuk cari jodoh, nak kahwin apa semua, my reference was friends. He's not that into you, you know, Hollywood stuff. How come no one told me about ilmu ta'aruf? Ilmu ta'aruf ni senang gila untuk cari jodoh dan kahwin, kan? I mean, of course I had to get through my old trauma and you know, my old trauma a little bit, but I was stuck in this. This was really traumatic. Dating was traumatic for me and tiring. I almost gave up. I mean, a lot of you ladies and guys dah rasa macam nak give up, tu tak? Because of this, you stuck here in the middle of nowhere. It's not connected to anything. Yeah, it's not connected to this. It's not connected to Allah. So because we're stuck here, so where is this going? Where is this relationship going? Date break. Couple tahun lepas tu break. Couple tahun lepas tu cakap dia sebenarnya tak nak anak. Macam mana? Aku nak anak. I want kids, man. Dude, girl, woman. Yeah. So it's important in the ta'aruf. Why you nak kahwin tu is, of course, I'm sure you want children. So make that clear when you're tengah ta'aruf, talking to the guy. And most of everyone stuck kat sini. Here. here, you start here, this thing, okay? I was stuck there for years. Yeah, from teenage, umur 18 start dating, 18. Anyway, officially 18. I started dating and sampai 30 man, I'm tired of this dating and breaking. I feel like giving up from looking for love. So why you're tired, why you are where you are, why I was where I was, is because we only know this. We don't know this. Tak tahu ni, why nak kahwin, and all this tak tahu. We have these roadblocks, tak tahu macam nak taruh, but we only know this part, dating, which we learn mostly from Hollywood movies, shows, Friends, and so forth. I grew up on Friends. I'm that old. Okay, I was 20 when I watched Friends. Okay, but look at how their complicated relationship is like, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. In fact, the solution is here in ta'aruf, in ilmu agama yang disyariatkan. Is so simple and easy. That's the easy part. So I was like, how come no one told me this before? Wallahi, God. I mean, yeah, after so many years, then my friend told me about this. It's like, asal kau tak cakap aku siang-siang kan? So aku dah stuck kat sini, blah blah blah, bertahun-tahun. Kau tak cerita kat aku. Well, Allah nak jadikan, after a while, in 2011, 2012, I started learning about ilmu ta'aruf, what is ta'aruf, and a bit of my personal story, personal background. I learned about ilmu ta'aruf. I went to kursus-kursus perkahwinan, bukan kursus perkahwinan yang the government mandated one, but to prepare myself as ikhtiar, even in a year before I got married, ada pergi kursus kahwin macam love and mercy, fiqh of love, marriage and divorce. I mean, this is fiqh lah. It was really heavy stuff. Okay, and then Home Sweet Home by Sheikh Ala. I miss Sheikh Ala. Apa lagi? Where's my other book? All About Love by I Muslim by Ustaz Shazli Khan. Okay, so because of ikhtiar, because I wanted to get ready, and of course, I know at these courses there are a lot of single ladies. Wink, wink. All right, so that's the honest truth. So ikhtiar, even before I dah macam ready nak kahwin. Ready nak kahwin, tak sure ready nak kahwin. Ready is a matter of preparedness. Ready is just a feeling. Okay, it's subjective. But what you can do to be ready is you prepare with ilmu and knowing with what to do when it's time to amalkan. So sediakan payung sebelum hujan, dan payung tu ilmu lah. So dah hujan nanti, you're ready with the umbrella. So when it happens, okay. For example, you nak belajar driving. You belajar dengan teori dulu kan. I know this is some time ago for most of us. Belajar teori, bawa pandu kereta, tengok learning how to do road signs, macam mana nak jaga kereta, blah 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 blah. Then we get into the car and start to drive with the instructor. So I am like the driving instructor. I'm showing you the theory and the practice, ilmu and implementation. Okay, so boleh kita sambung. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. All right, so what I'm showing you right here is the framework of macam mana nak cari jodoh, like the theory and how to practice driving. Okay, so if you imagine that cari jodoh is like driving a car, this is what I'm trying to teach you, how to drive it, how to go about it. So you need to know macam how to adjust your chair, adjust the mirror, start the engine and so forth, and then how to get through roadblocks, macam nak rentas daerah, your own daerah lah in your mind, not the what's happening right now. Okay, so all right, okay, boleh. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you for joining. All right. So, if you just join on Telegram, I would request for you to join on the social media, Facebook Nak Jodoh, so you can see the framework that I've sketched for almost a year. Then finally, I figured it out after I finally asked my wife. Why didn't I ask my wife earlier? Ah. So, back to like where I was saying just now, we are all mostly stuck in the dating. Tak ada jodoh nak date kan, tak ada jodoh nak date, blah blah. No, this is not what you want to be doing. Dating is not what you need to be doing. And dating is niat macam just macam, oh, you harap dia nak kahwin you harap dia masuk Minang, and then you fikir dah dating that guy bertahun-tahun, asal dia tak masuk Minang lagi. You tanya dia bila masuk Minang, after dating for 1 year, he ghost you. It happens to one of the ladies yang mencurahkan hati ke I. She said that she was dating this guy, blah 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 blah, setahun, and then setahun kenalan, and then she brought up the topic of nak kahwin kan bila masuk Minang, and then she didn't hear anything from him for after a year. For after a week, dia pun macam, asal kau tak jawab WhatsApp apa semua kan, for a week. She drove to his house, tiba-tiba dia dah pindah. So literally ghosted her for after a year, and she wasted 1 year of her life of firstly not knowing, second the guy was a complete a-hole. Just tak gentleman langsung. I mean, okay fine, I say a-hole, okay, sorry. So aku pun geram. Aku pun geram on her behalf. Alright. So don't get stuck. Jangan kecewakan diri you lagi dalam dating. Alright, please don't. I want to show you macam mana nak menang ta'aruf and menang KKM ni, kenali diri, kenali laki, and menang ta'aruf. So this is where most of us is stuck. This is where the heartbreak happens. Dating break. I mean, sorry for sounding like a parrot, but this is why we are here. You're listening to me to this because you're stuck here in the middle of nowhere. Dating break, kenal break. Tak ada certainty tau. So you're here, dating is basically an uncertainty, no man's land of uncertainty, of anxiety, of frust. Bila nak masuk Minang, kahwin ke tak, I'm getting old, kau serious ke tak, how come you haven't talked to my parents? So this is where most of us are stuck. That's why dia gantung kat tengah-tengah ni. Right? It's nowhere. It's not connected to anything. Especially it's not connected to Allah. So that is why I came out with this framework. Ta-da! Alright, cool. Boleh, thank you for joining. Wave. Alright, wave. Thank you for joining on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Cool. So, if you have any questions, just type it out first. I will answer you after this. If you're really shy, join my the Nak Jodoh Telegram channel, di mana we are building a community of wanita bantu wanita. Why I'm building this community? Because satu dulu, a few weeks ago, remember the case of kenapa jodoh lambat by a famous professor that I respect, but I'm not defending her. I'm defending you because not you yang mengecam lah, yang tak kecam dia, yang mengecam dia, because I takut it becomes a part of your akhlak and adab. Takut nanti one day you become my client, for example. Of course I'm going to check your background. Of course I'm going to scouting your background, see who I can recommend you to, and if you want to be my client lah. So if I check your Facebook, banyak kecam-ngecam, so it's hard for me to recommend you to a guy or recommend the guy to the girl. So why I'm building this In response to that, I'm setting up a community mainly on this Telegram group. Starting on this Telegram group, di mana untuk wanita bantu wanita. Because my response to that issue is when is wanita jodoh lambat adalah sebab wanita tak bantu wanita. Okay, akak-akak yang sedang mendengar, ada tak yang dah kahwin tu? Akak-akak yang dah kahwin tu, ada tak bantu adik-adik yang single ni? Or were you busy transferring your energy untuk kecam-ngecam? Bukan, not all of you, some of you. Okay, I tanya, kan, don't you think it's a better idea to use that kecam-ngecam energy untuk bantu adik-adik yang single, adik-adik yang single, yang pernah single bersama seperjuangan dulu, sekarang you dah lepas, you dah kahwin, okay bye, you single, up to you, lantak kau lah. So, yeah, this is me being honest. Okay, so tak payah sibuk kecam-ngecam, baik tukar energy tu, bantu adik-adik yang single. Instead of saying, bila kau nak kahwin, bila kau nak kahwin. One, it's so annoying. Two, might as well you tanya, how can I help you? Kau single lagi, how can I help you? I have friends who are single too, maybe I can arrange something. How can I help you? Say with me, akak-akak yang nak kahwin tu, akak-akak adik-adik yang single ni, okay? How can I help you? I care about you, I'm concerned, I want you to be happy, I want you untuk berkahwin, mendapatkan keredaan Allah, untuk kejanahnya. How can I help you? And so, dan adik-adik yang single ni, janganlah malu untuk minta tolong ke akak-akak. Okay? Akak tu nak tolong, don't be defensive. I know it can be sensitive issue, kan? Jangan malu dan jangan takut minta tolong. Sebab apa? You know what's at stake? Is jannah Allah. This is your destination. Sekarang ni tengah sesat, you tak tahu nak pergi mana, kan? Minta tolong akak. Sebab this is a script, you pakai kat akak-akak yang dah kahwin tu. Akak, this is basically a sales technique lah. Akak nak tak mendapatkan keredaan Allah? You have to say yes 3 times. Okay, nantilah nak, kan? Yes, nak. And then akak nak tak ke jannah Allah? Nak. Akak nak tak pahala saya, bantu saya mendapatkan keredaan Allah dan ke jannah Allah? Nak. Akak nak tak introduce kat saya kawan-kawan akak yang single supaya kita membina masjid, mendapatkan keredaan Allah dan ke jannahnya? Akak pun dapat pahala. Dia fikir. So, alright, Kak, jom I belanja you teh. Listkan nama-nama single guys that you know. Okay, siapa yang you berani recommend? At least 3 people yang dia kenal. Okay, so that is my response on kenapa jodoh lambat. Alright, so okay, let's see if there's any questions. Bismillah. Alright, thank you for the likes, thank you for the hearts and love. What's up? I see single guys. I mean, of course, usually this show mainly for single women, but because women are more open to honest advice and much more willing to accept advice and grow. Guys susah sikit, lihat sikit. I have to approach it differently. Okay? That's the honest truth. Okay, cool. So this is a framework. Alright, I will expand it mainly starting from the webinar, and then I'll start to unravel it based on as time goes by. I'm going to do this, inshallah, istiqomah every 9 o'clock every night. Okay? I used to do like once a week, tapi I don't know, the momentum, blah 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 blah, it seems to be it's better to do small but consistent. I used to do once a week, macam 3 jam per sharing, but 1 hour per night, I think istiqomah is probably better, inshallah. Okay, so alright, so So this is your homework, especially yang joining me for webinar Suami Kiriman Ilahi. Alright, list down why you nak kahwin. List down why you nak kahwin. Boleh? List down why you nak kahwin, and then how you nak kahwin. How you rasa going to help you achieve what you want, and the why. This is the most important part, because this starts with you. Why? Start with why. If you're not familiar with Simon Sinek, start with why. You can watch that. But there he is mostly talking about corporations. I'm talking about you, what's inside you, your internal needs, spiritual needs and desires, spiritual desires, okay, to grow, for certainty, the need for certainty, the need to contribute to ummah, okay? Why? And then how you nak kahwin. Think about it. Of course, I will tell you how, and of course, I will tell you what. But why has to come from you, inside you. Okay? Boleh? All right. Thank you for joining. So, and then of course, we will start unraveling on how to overcome your fears and concern. If that has worked, for a lot of people, that has worked for me on overcoming anxiety, overcoming my own internal roadblocks that is stopping me untuk bertaaruf, untuk cari jodoh. Okay, I was here in the middle of nowhere, right here, but I started to figure out why. I didn't have a framework like this. Bestnya korang ada framework. I was just like struggling and straddling along. So now I was here for so many years, and then I had to figure out why nak kahwin, how, and then what. Had to figure out myself, how do I want it. And I also had my own trauma because of this devil thing. Alright. For clarification, adakah dating haram? Dating tak haram selepas you nikah dengan suami you. You dating dengan suami you lah. Alright, tak haram. Okay, I answered that. But dating sebelum nikah, it leads memudaratkan iman, memudaratkan objectivity, memudaratkan umur you, dating sampai usia lanjut, memudaratkan, mentraumakan sampai you takut dan tak percaya lelaki. Happens to so many women, happens to men too. I was like, forget this. Sebab macam nak give up kan, macam dah bertahun-tahun dating tak sampai ke mana, dah bertahun-tahun dating rupanya salah estimate, tak align, our goals were not aligning. She didn't, after dating so many years, she didn't want children. It's like, no, I want children. It's like, alright. Ada, women who don't want children. That's up to you, but I need someone who wants children. Why? One of my why to get married is I want children, my own children. Alright. So, see why this is important, is to manage your expectation and communicate the expectation. You need to know what you expect, what you want. You nak apa? As a guy and as a woman, you nak apa? So you are clear of what you want, so you can communicate masa ta'aruf masa berkenalan, so you are aligned with your goals, you align, you're compatible, you're sekufu. Of course, this is the most basic important thing, which is mencintai Tuhan. You have to first, your why is kerana Allah dulu. This is basic, fundamental, goes without saying lah. But I had to put it in a framework that then macam, alright. So the guy pun kena mencintai Tuhan. Laki yang baik adalah untuk wanita yang baik, wanita yang baik untuk laki yang baik. So I'm going to give you strategies on how to menang ta'aruf, So first you kena kenal diri you dulu, whereby you need to know what you want and how you want it and why you want it and what you want, how you want it. So boleh communicate after that. If you don't know what you want, Macam you pergi restoran kan, pergi restoran you pakai order, you tell the waiter guy, it's like waiter guy tu tanya you nak order apa? Apa-apa je lah. And then he bring you apa-apa je lah, kuih apa-apa je lah. And then you cakap, this is not what I wanted. Tadi tak cakap, I was asking you what you want. So be specific, clear with yourself what you want. And this is about be there to ask what you want. Yeah. And communication is key. Ta'aruf is mainly about communication, and there are strategies and tactics involved which makes it more efficient, so you don't waste your time dating bertahun-tahun. So because no one's getting any younger, and I wish I got married much sooner. Dah Allah nak jadi itu, because I'm already 40 this year. And then nak kejar anak pakai diaper, aku tak larat tu. Tapi buat juga lah kan. Dah umur 40, I'm still chasing my daughter, like pakai diaper, mari sini. And so you don't want to be old and chasing your kids down to wear diapers. I mean, Alhamdulillah, I have what I have. Tapi preferably, I wish I would have gotten married sooner. It's hard looking for love the more you get older. This is coming from myself when I was 30, and I got married at 31, and also coming from my clients yang baru jumpa I, they're 39, they're 30, they're 40. It's like I want to help you, but it's going to be a bit more difficult than usual. What I noticed as a matchmaker, tukang cari jodoh, this is what observation as a matchmaker. Alright, so jangan kecam, nak kecam tak apa, up to you. Women above 30 susah sikit untuk dipadankan. Laki, usually women start to panic by 27, men start to panic by 29 sebab dia dah nak masuk 3 series. Okay, so men yang dah cross 3 series tu, dah 30 plus, they still want someone younger, about 2 years younger, but definitely below 30. Yeah, that's how it is, from experience. Okay, and also in menang ta'aruf ni, when it comes to matching, that's how it is. Of course, I mean, it's not impossible for single mothers and single mothers to match single mothers, single fathers. I mean, at first I thought that was impossible. I didn't know how I could do it, but Alhamdulillah, that was my first successful big case. I matched a single father, 3 kids, and a single mother, 4 kids, and they got married in 7 weeks. So I call them the Brady Bunch. So, Alhamdulillah. So I mean, it's not impossible. It's just slightly more complex, and kena banyak berdoa. That's very important. And you nak kahwin, first and foremost, you don't ask for my help. First and foremost, you ask help from Allah. Okay, you tak minta tolong kat Allah, I pun tak boleh tolong you. I also cannot help you. Alright, okay, boleh. Okay, so any questions? So far, I hope this framework gives you some clarity on what your journey is like. So your journey starts from here. You know why you nak kahwin. Be clear why you nak kahwin, how you nak kahwin, what you need to do to kahwin. Okay, your journey starts from here, right? Why you nak kahwin? Why is very important. Of course, absolutely has to be kerana Allah. There, yeah. And then, here, how and what. So you kena kenal diri sendiri dulu, know what you want, know what you don't want. In several videos ago, a few nights ago, I talk a lot about what you want. Be clear about what you want, and also be clear about what you don't want. Okay, jenis lelaki atau pasangan yang you tak nak. So if you say apa-apa je lah, asalkan dia menerima diriku seadanya, That's not good enough. You will get apa-apa je lah, and asalkan dia terima you seadanya. Okay, I'm going to ask you a very sensitive question. You want to get angry at me? I assure you, you'll be angry at me. Would you marry you? Okay. Would you marry you? So if you feel you tak yakin diri you would marry yourself, what you can do is focus on this. Don't focus on man, don't focus on woman, focus on Tuhan. Focus on Allah, taqwa, 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 tauhid, taqwa, tauhid, taqwa, tauhid. Focus on that. When you focus on that, the guy yang you nak cari itu, yang juga fokus on taqwa and tauhid, you'll meet, Allah ketemukan you, insyaAllah. Usaha tu kena betul lah kan. So your focus is basically up here. From here where you are, you make sure your focus is here. Taqwa, tauhid, taqwa, tauhid. Focus is absolutely here. This is where you want to go. What you is central in your life, cinta Tuhan. So when you have the energy and the confidence and yakin dengan Allah, pemberi maha, pemberi rezeki, the one that allows semua rezeki lah, semua rezeki comes from Allah. So jodoh pun rezeki comes from Allah. You focus on this, right? Allah akan buka jalan. And of course, how to murahkan rezeki? There's so many ways. I have to say, first and foremost, you already do it at least 17 times a day is Alhamdulillah. Keep your mouth moist with the remembrance of Allah instead of mengecam kat social media, whatnot. Not you, bukan you. And, or maybe people you know, okay? Instead of buat benda-benda, cakap benda yang mengarut, keep your mouth moist and your keyboard typing finger with the remembrance of Allah. Focus on this. So this, you cinta Allah, dia cinta Allah. So that's why it's a tiga segi. Jeng jeng jeng. Alright? Cool? Okay. Alright. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining on Instagram, Telegram, and social media. All right, great. Okay, so I mean, why I'm shooting across so many different platforms at one time? Why? Because ilmu ni, insyaAllah, one day you will receive it. Siapa yang tak pernah tengok ni, insyaAllah someday in the future you will receive it. I dah tak ada pun, one day mana tahu Allah nak tarik I awal, I pun dapat pahala daripada ilmu yang dikongsikan, and so you know, ilmu yang diajar, dan anak-anak yang soleh dan solehah, and you know, sedekah yang panjangan. So that is what I want from this. I bagi ilmu free supaya you ilmu free. Ilmu Allah. This is not something I made up. I just put it into a framework. This is from my experience from ilmu syariah, and yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, mainly this part, you know, the part where you know what you want, pastikan, you know, pastikan sekufu, kan? This is where you communicate sekufu. This is all in Quran and Sunnah. In Quran and Sunnah, in so many texts, and I'm just putting it into a platform to make it easy for you to understand. I'm not saying this is the ultimate. I might be revising, adding a few things, okay? But this is definitely a way for you to visualize your journey. This is your love map. Can you see that? Can you see that love map? You know, halal love map. Yeah, halal berkat love map. Okay, so but I call this true love triangle. Now this is true love. This is not the true love triangle drama too. No, it's not that. Okay, you see this? I write this true love triangle framework by Zuri Yoyi, 22nd July 2021. All right, so okay, so okay. Thank you for joining. So please understand there's a big difference between dating. This is what's hurtful. Dating is what you want to avoid, and you want ta'aruf. You want ta'aruf, you want calon jodoh. You want calon jodoh, first, like I said, minta ke Allah dulu. Don't ask me. You minta ke Allah, I cannot help you. Alright, sorry. Tahajud, remember you tahajud. Sentiasa doa. Alright. Minta ke Allah. Dan bila dah Allah, siapa yang membenarkan calon jodoh tu buka hati untuk you dan you buka hati untuk dia? Not me. Allah. Alright. Okay. So how to start your journey is know why you nak kahwin. Next is focus taqwa and tauhid. Taqwa and tauhid. That's it. Start with that. Okay. And then I will over the next few videos, the courses and so forth, I will help you unleash the power within. Alright, so know why you nak kahwin. When you niat you dah clear, when you have clarity, and when dah tolak semua all the garbage, sampah-sampah, apa semua, all the self-doubt, when you have the clarity, you will have the power to move forward because you no longer doubt yourself. You no longer, because you know exactly what to do, how to do it. Okay, so that's why it starts from here. Why you nak kahwin? Setuju? Setuju? Type setuju. Type setuju. Type setuju. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So start from here. Your journey starts from here. Why you nak kahwin? And slowly move up. How you nak kahwin? And what you need to do to kahwin. And then it will slowly help you unleash and help you move away the garbage that's inside our head, the noise, the tak yakin diri, the fear that's inside, and help you move along untuk ta'aruf. Okay? Ta'aruf sini. Untuk ta'aruf. Menang ta'aruf. Honestly, one of the how I put this framework together, kenal diri, kenal laki, menang ta'aruf, is because I read the Sun Tzu Art of War. Basically, Sun Tzu said, Sun Tzu Art of War. Sun Tzu Art of War. Basically, Sun Tzu said, know yourself, know your opponent, win the battle. If you don't know yourself, you don't know what you need to do, where your strengths and weaknesses are, and you don't know what your opponent, your strength and weaknesses are, his strength and weaknesses are, then you're not going to win the battle. So you need to know yourself, your strength and weakness, your own capabilities, your own doubts. Know your opponent, their capabilities, strength and weakness and doubts. Yeah? And then you win the battle. And you win the battle before the battle begins. Yeah. Win the battle before the battle begins. So how I translate that is by putting your faith in Allah. How to win the battle, the ta'aruf lah. How to win the ta'aruf before the battle begins is first put your faith in Allah. That's where your victory is. Allah is the giver of victory. Kan? Betul tak? Setuju? 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 Allah gives you victory. Victory comes from Allah. Ikhtiar is from us. The one that gives victory is Allah. Betul tak? Everything goes back to Allah. Comes from here. Starts from here. So you ask from the source. Ask from the source. Okay? I'm just your driving instructor. I am your guide. I am Sun Tzu, helping generals to win battles. Like that. Okay? So I am your Sun Tzu, your battle consultant. Battle consultant. It's nice ring to it. All right? Okay. Thank you very much for joining. Kalau tak ada question, bagus. Thank you for setujuing. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, setuju. So I hope you're watching. Kalau tak clear on Instagram, please go to my other platforms, which are facebook.com nak jodoh. and YouTube pun ada, and nak jodoh ori pun ada on Twitter. Alright, sebab I nak tapau pahala, insyaAllah. Okay, so alright, sebelum saya undur diri, so I minta you doakan hidup I panjang supaya I boleh kongsi lagi, kan. I also minta you doakan supaya ukhuwah wanita diperkuatkan, supaya wanita boleh bantu wanita. You'd have to just rely on me. One day I dah tak ada. In fact, one of the reasons for me to creating this community of wanita bantu wanita, it is my 20-year plan, di mana I don't know, in case Allah tarik I awal, kan, my daughter might need help, and you will be there, and you will give her the best advice, because 20 years ago, just today, I've given you my best and most sincere advice. So I hope one day you can help my daughter, in case I dah tak ada, me and my wife dah tak ada. Alright, so this is family planning. This is what fathers think when he's lying down. Macam, macam mana lah anak aku ni dah besar, kan. So this is what fathers do. I'm not saying mothers don't. This is what fathers do when lying down on the couch. He's not lazy. He's thinking and planning about his children's future, worrying about his children's future. And some people yang kaya tu, he may have a trust fund set up for their kids. For me, I'm not wealthy, but I have this ilmu. This is basically my trust fund. I'm putting it into you, so one day you can help my daughter. And also, why not one day I have a son and daughter, kita might berbesan. InsyaAllah, ya, ada tolong you cari jodoh, and then you have kids yang soleh dan solehah, and my kids also insyaAllah soleh dan solehah, and we might meet, and then we might berbesan. Who knows? And hopefully I see that day, insyaAllah. And alright, okay, alright. Sorry, got a bit emotional. Just thinking about children's future, and yeah, I mean, this is what parents are concerned about. I mean, I'm sure your parents are concerned about you. I assure you, they're concerned about you. They just don't know how to help. I was saying yesterday, when sometimes fathers, they would read newspaper, just macam, tapi newspaper tu tak bergerak. Newspaper tu baca dia baca newspaper ke, tak tahu. It's just, that is when a father is thinking, basically, leave me alone, I'm thinking, don't disturb me, I'm thinking about your future. And what he's thinking is, awak lah anak aku tak kahwin lagi, aku risau lah, nanti apa jadi kalau aku dah tak ada, macam mana, kan. Of course you can fend for yourself, you have your own money, you're a career woman, and he wants you to be happy. He wants you untuk mendapatkan keredaan Allah. He wants you to pergi jannah, kan. So I'm sure your fathers are concerned. So that leads me to this doa. What's this doa? And this doa di mana? This doa sebelum saya undur diri. Kita doakan. Doa ni, as I said, it's a double bonus, di mana you mendoakan juga untuk kebahagiaan parents you. Okay, as you see on the screen right now, you mendoakan kebahagiaan parents you dan untuk you. Okay, so if you can read with me, I'm going to read Bismillah, and then baca doa ni, and then you type Amin. Type Amin, okay? Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, aku minta pasangan yang menjadi menantu yang baik pada ibu bapaku yang disayangimu untuk mendapat keredaan-Mu, berganding bahu bersama ke jannah-Mu, ya Allah. Amin. Type Amin. Type Amin. Type Amin. Thank you. Type Amin. Say Amin. Ni doa, we are making doa for each other ni. Okay, dah so many folks on Telegram, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Type amin, amin. Ni ikhtiar, Allah sedang mendengar. And alhamdulillah, thank you so much for joining Majlis Ilmu. Dalam Majlis Ilmu, doa kita diaminkan oleh beribu-ribu malaikat. So type amin. Type amin. Alright, thank you so much. Okay, terima kasih Daun Keladi. Thank you Daun Keladi. InsyaAllah esok malam jumpa lagi pukul 9, pukul 9, same time, same place. Saya nak jodoh Coach Zuri. Saya aminkan doa anda aminkan doa saya. Yeah. And okay, please join the Telegram group. Channel is username is Nak Jodoh. I will paste the link again nanti. Alright. Oh, I think it's already written down here. Okay, cool. Okay, baik. Terima kasih Daun Keladi. Ta-ta, bye. Malam jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum. Amin. Amin. Bye.